Here's the Prisms and Filters lab, and this is going to be a little bit difficult to accomplish because I'm currently in the dark. The light coming out is being emitted by this light box that we have right here, and you can see standing in front of the light box is a prism. I have these very, very narrow slits, which is allowing a small band of light to enter into the prism. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this prism for you to see what's going to happen to the light. Of course, when light passes through a prism, you're able to get a rainbow of color. Let me see, there we go. So we have now the rainbow has appeared, and that is going to be on that. And try to get as best as possible without any Take some tinkering there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift this a little bit so we can spread out those colors a little bit. And there we go. So hopefully you're able to see with this the colors of the visible spectrum. We see on the far left we got the blue, we've got a green, yellow, orange. We also have some red on that as well. So now what I have is I'll try to, so you can see this, there's my headlight that I have on my head right now. So I have various color filters, and you should have this handout as well, and we're going to go through that handout right there. And we're going to be seeing which colors are being blocked. So we have a red, so we can title this with a little R over here. We're going to see which one is blocked by that red. Okay, so what you want to do is we're going to be titling each of those. So there's my red, okay. I also have an orange, so there's my orange. I have a yellow, okay. So it's like Roy G. Biv. These are my filter colors. Roy G. I have a blue, and I also have a, last one's going to be a violet. Okay, so we have the red, orange, yellow, we have the green, blue, and the violet. I have no idea what indigo is, to be honest with you, but we're going to go ahead and go through this, and we'll try to get this as best as possible on our sheets. Okay, we'll go ahead and we'll do this drawing a little bit later when we actually have some light. Okay, so I'm going to go through this, and we're going to start off with the red. So what I'm going to do is I'm now going to pass the red filter in front of the prism, and we're going to see which colors are blocked. Now, if you remember, this is very similar to when we were looking at the filament. It was a phosphorescent fiber optic, and it took in the light from the room, and then it fluoresced that light on the ends. Well, if you remember, we had a blue filter, we had a red filter, and we were trying to see which one allowed the filament to glow. And we saw that when you have a red filter, it blocks the cooler colors, and it doesn't glow. When you have a blue filter, it blocks the warmer colors, but it's still able to glow. This was showing that the cooler colors have more energy. So I'm going to pass this red filter now in front of the prism, and we're going to see what colors that we end up with. Okay, so here it is without the filter, here it is with the filter. So what colors are being blocked by this? Well, we still see red and orange and yellow and green, but what's being blocked are the blue, and we are blocking the violet as well. So we have this right here. What's allowed to pass through, and how much is allowed to pass through? So we're going to do, for example, I'm seeing all the red pass through, so I'm going to leave the red by itself. Okay. all the orange allowed to pass through this? Yes, okay, it looks like the orange. Now, is all the yellow able to pass through? I still see some of the yellow, but not all the yellow. So I'm going to put in part of my yellow is being blocked. How about my green? Part of my green is being blocked. Okay. Now we have the blue. Okay. Now I think all my blue right here is being blocked, and then all of my violet is being blocked as well. So your sheet should look something like this, okay? We'll do a summary maybe at the end when we have light. We're just gonna kind of walk through the stages now. So here comes now the orange filter. What's the orange filter going to block in this? It's probably gonna be fairly similar to our red filter. So I'm gonna pass this in front of the light. We're gonna see what happens. And with this, okay, I'm still seeing a lot of the red, still seeing a lot of the orange on this. It's looking very much like the red filter. It's blocking off the blue, and it's blocking off the violet as well. Okay, how about the green? It's still blocking off some of the green as well. So it looks very, very similar to what we had previously. The yellow is partially blocked, the green, the blue is blocked, and the violet is completely blocked on that one. So now here comes the yellow filter. What's the yellow filter going to block in this case? Here goes the yellow filter. Notice how I still see the red, the orange, and the yellow, and I'm seeing the green still. It's blocking the blue and the violet, but it's allowing the green to pass through. So we're blocking the blue, we're blocking the violet, but we're allowing the green to pass through with that. Going on to the green filter. Okay, green filter, here it comes. Interesting, look what that is blocking. This is blocking both the cooler colors and the warmer colors. It's blocking the violet and the blue completely, and I'm seeing just a little bit of color over there. Maybe not. I think for this one right here, what we're going to do is we're going to say the red was blocked, the orange was blocked, the yellow was blocked, the blue was blocked, and the violet was blocked as well. Going to the next, which is the blue filter. Now what we see is we see the violet and the blue and the green. The red is partially muted, the yellow is partially muted, and the yellow and orange are partially muted. So the purple in this one and the blue are unaffected completely. And what we get is we get a partial blocking of the red and the partial blocking of the orange, partial blocking of the yellow, and I think the green is staying as it is. Last one is going to be the violet. This is very hard to see. It's blocking all the colors except for the violet in this case. Red is blocked, orange, yellow, green, even the blue, but the violet is going to be remaining intact.